Come on. Come with me. Coco, let's go. Hello world. I am Maya from Simple Mountain Life. This morning I am contemplating about when to speak and when to remain silent. In our world today, voices echo everywhere. Social media and constant communication seems to demand our immediate reaction and responses. Everyone seems to be speaking, sharing, posting, always in a rush to express their thoughts. Yes, I too share on social media and creating videos. But this has taught me something valuable about the power of choosing when to speak and when to remain silent. In Korean, there's a beautiful phrase that captures this wisdom. 하고 싶은 말을 하지 않을 수 있는 내공. It speaks of an inner power, a deep cultivation that allows us to hold back words we wish to speak. This isn't about suppression, it's about a strength that comes from years of practice, like a mountain slowly gathering wisdom in its silence. This morning, I am going out for a walk with this reflection of Nae-gong. When I work or with clay, timing is everything. Press too soon, the clay resists. Wait for the right moment and it shapes beautifully. At first, finding this right moment was confusing, but with the practice, the understanding deepened naturally. My cat understands this as they watch me work, although sometimes they don't watch, they want to play with me. They sit in silence, observing. Like the clay on the wheel, our words need the right moment. This too is Nae-gong, the wisdom to know when to shape, when to wait, and when to let silence speak for itself. Think about water in a stream. It doesn't force its way through rocks. It flows naturally, finding its path. Our world can be like this too. When we cultivate this inner strength, this Nae-gong, we can choose when to speak and when to let silence speak for us. This mountain mist that surrounds my home, it doesn't announce it's coming or going. It simply is. Yet, in its quiet presence, it transforms everything it touches. I remember a confrontation with someone who approached me aggressively, insisting on her viewpoint. At first, I tried to respond, but soon realized she wasn't ready to listen or consider other perspectives. Her only goal seems to be proving herself right. So I chose to step back from the conversation. She might have thought she owned the game. In that moment, I knew there was no value in arguing. Choosing silence was the wiser path. True understanding only comes when we face similar situations ourselves. I also remember a time during my early Buddhist study when I felt compelled to correct others speaking about Buddhism. Back then, I lacked Nae-gong, that inner strength. I was convinced that my understanding was right and theirs was wrong. How embarrassing that feels now. Buddhism has many interpretations with the different schools teaching different approaches. Now I understand that believing my knowledge was the only truth was simply my ego at work, even dangerous. This awareness itself became part of my growth. When we develop this inner strength, this Nae-gong, we discover something precious. Our words become like well-placed brushes strokes on a blank paper, more meaningful because of the space around them. In Korean culture, we have this beautiful concept called yobek, the art of embracing empty space. It's especially valued in traditional art and daily lives. Just as a single brush stroke becomes more powerful when we're surrounded by emptiness, our carefully chosen words carry more weight when we don't feel every silence. This empty space isn't really empty, it's alive with possibility, letting others reflect and breathe like an old Korean painting where the untouched paper speaks as loudly as the ink. Our moment of chosen silence can stay more than 1,000 words. This freedom to stay silent when we could speak, it's not about suppressing our truth. It's about cultivating that deep inner wisdom, choosing our moment mindfully, and understanding that sometimes the most powerful thing we could offer is our peaceful presence. In a world that never stops talking, perhaps this is the kind of strength, this Nae-gong we need most. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any question about my life here in Andia Mountain, like cost of living, daily routine, or anything about this simple mountain lifestyle, please leave me a comment below. I'd like to share more with you.